Hi everybody, I hope you are well. Today's video is on my 7 tips to stop your dog pulling on the lead. And I'm going to practice this with a dog called Buddy, who pulls excessively on the lead and teaches Guardian Kathy what to do. Right, so he pulls on the lead, that's correct?
He does.
How bad is it?
Quite bad. He's brilliant off the lead, but on the lead, we're obviously not telling him the right things to do because he just pulls constantly.
Well, I've basically got 7 tips that are guaranteed to work if you follow them, but they've got to be followed to the letter. So my first tip is we've got to teach him in stages. So that starts off making sure that he's well behaved when you put him on the lead, making sure that he's well behaved when you're walking up and down in the house, making sure that he's well behaved and follows you in the garden, then a quiet street, then a slightly busier street, and then further afield. If he's not listening to you in the house, he's not going to listen to you in the garden. Okay. If he doesn't listen to you in the garden, he's not going to listen to you on the quiet street. So to teach these 7 tips, Kathy is going to walk her dog Buddy, and I'm going to teach her them as we go along. So Kathy, ready when you are. So first thing, as we start the walk, so sorry, would you better go back in again? Because we just want to start as we go on. So if you come back in again, and when you open the door, if he pulls you, just bring him back in again. Okay. So it's important to start the walk as you mean to go on. So if the dog's pulling at that get-go, it's like, let's just start it and say, no, this is how I want you to react immediately. Okay, ready? So if you open the door, please. If he pulls in front, bring him back. There's a bit of a pull again, bring him back. Great. There we go. That's how we're going to do it. Fantastic. So if he pulls you, what I want you to do is every time he pulls, is just to stop. So if he pulls you on your left there, you can stop, bring him back with a tense lead and come back to the start position. And the start position is him behind you, relaxed with the lead loose. So as we walk now, if he pulls, stop, bring him back down here, bring him back, stop there for a second, very good. And let's move on again. Fantastic. So tip 1 is in stages. So we're in a familiar street now, which isn't too, that's brilliant, Kathy, bring him back. Obviously isn't too scary for him. So don't go too far afield until he's got this first stage. So we're just going to walk around the block. And there's a pull again. So this time we'll just come back a bit further, just because he doesn't seem to be listening. It's like, right. Turn him around. Wait for him to calm, and then walk on. Great. That's great. And tip 2 is now to give him a treat while he's in that spot. Can you reach yourself a treat? So now we're just reinforcing to Buddy, you're in the right position. So don't quite give it to him yet. Just walk a little. Now is the time to give it to him. So not now. Walk a little bit more. Bring him back a bit. There's a correction. So let me take that bag for you. Tense, 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 tense. Turn around. Bring him back. Yeah, he's keen on those treats. This does happen sometimes. So bring him back again to your side, please. Back into the start position. Anytime you get confused, just go back to that start position. And then let's walk on. Oh, bring him back, sorry, again.
Again? That's
it. Because I just want you making this first move. And now you walk. So when he's in the right spot, which he is now, reach over and give him a treat. That's it. That's it. And if you can do that when his feet are behind you, that would be even better to reinforce. Okay. Here's some more treats. There's a pull. Stop. Bring him back. Wait for him to calm. And then move on again. Great. So tip 3 is the correction. And every time he pulls, you stop, you bring him back, you wait for him to calm. Bum, 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 bum. Then you move on again. So tip 4 is your posture. So what you'll be doing is a very subtle thing. What you'll see is you'll be slightly behind him and looking at him rather than kind of a little bit more up front. So if you carry on walking, please, I'll just show you something you're doing. So you kind of like hang back a little bit, but do you mind if I grab the lead a bit? So what we're trying to do is just have a bit more certainty about where we're going with a bit more posture. So your body language makes such a difference about, right, this is where we're going. But if you're just a couple of inches behind him, looking at him, it's not as clear.
Right.
So your body language has got to be quite big, and you've got to be quite purposeful in where you're trying to go. So I've just got to get your body language a little, that's it, a bit clearer. Okay, so now we're going to walk purposefully again. Right, we can do it even quite slow. That's it. Okay, let's do correction again. So tip 5 is to speed up and slow down. So this is just more of a reminder for him to listen to you.
Right.
So what I'm going to get you to do is turn around, and we're going to practice speeding up and slowing down. And to do this, we'll walk and we'll scuff our feet to slow down. So if you walk with me, and then we'll scuff our feet. And see the way his head turns there? So he listens to you. So anytime he even thinks about getting in front, we'll be like, that's it, and then carry on moving. So now you've got the purposefulness, now you're being a bit clearer about the speed, and now he's listening more.
Yep.
So it's just being one step ahead of him, and then if he gets it wrong, there's the correction. So it's just putting all of these elements together. Let's go. So purposeful but not fast. Then you got the stop, bring him back, and then let's put it all together again. So purposeful, scuff your feet a little bit. That's it, back to purposeful. There we go. Let's go left here. Purposeful, slow down. Oh, and the correction, brilliant. You're putting it all together very well now.
Good boy.
Great. Now if we just stop here a second, now the 6th tip is to teach in checkpoints. So what we're trying to do, sometimes when the stage is too hard, we can break that stage down into easier checkpoints. And we'll try and get to the next car without a pull. And every time he pulls us to get to that car, we're going to come all the way back up to here.
Okay.
And that makes the consequence a little bit bigger. And it also gives us kind of a measuring yard on how, if we're making progress or not. So eventually we will get to there without a pull. Then once we get there without a pull, we'll pick another checkpoint and so on. So scuff your feet. And then back to walk again. That's it. Get ready with a treat. Nice. That's it. Nice. And then that's it. Have those treats ready. Good boy. Good boy. Sometimes saying good boy, praise, they can get too excited. So then you've got to kind of curb that slightly. So keep on it. So we just got quite a way without a pull now. And a 7th tip is to have fun while you're doing this and make the lessons short. And if they're too long, it's going to get tedious for you and your dog. Your dog's bandwidth's going to go. He's only got so much attention span, and so's yours as well. So make sure you're not doing long lessons for like 40 minutes above. See how much your dog can cope with. Many dogs can't cope with over 20 minutes. So if you keep the lessons short and expand it out if they're comfortable, that's definitely the best way to do this. So scuff your feet, that's it, back to walking again. If you get it right, the dog gets it right after a while. I think he's on the verge, isn't he? He's teetering. Ah, I can't resist. If you've got anybody with you doing this, they have to walk back with you as well, because if they walk in front, the dog's just going to want to go to them. That's it, very good boy. So that was probably 50 odd pulls, maybe more, 60 should we say? It'd be interesting to count them. 60 to get around the block. We've just done the block. And using those tips, you know, I'm positive the next time we go around there, it's going to be less. So you ready for another round of block?
Yeah.
Right, ready? Think about that first checkpoint in the car. If it pulls you towards that car, you're going to come back to me. So slow down there, walk over there. That's it. Slow down a bit there. Go to the other side of the curb. There we go. That's it. That's it. There we go. Now he's behind you. Great. So a bit of zigzagging. Tip 8. And then think the posture, a bit of zigzagging. Long stretches now without pulls. So you can see the progress happening. This has only been about a 15-minute lesson so far. Very good. I think we're going to get this whole stretch done without a pull. Brilliant, a whole stretch without a pull. This is great. I thought he was going to be worse than this, but he's picking up so quickly. about being one step ahead of the dog all the time and then dictating the movements from there. Whereas if you're behind trying to tell them what to do, it's not easy. Full credit to Kathy here, she's picked it up very well. Now, we were not expecting this, were we? This is better than we could have hoped. Oh, so yeah, nearly got the whole way around without a pull there. Very good. That's it. Round of applause to Kathy and Buddy. Well done, fantastic.
Thank you very much.
Pleasure. Just get it perfect here first, pick a slightly busier street and build up to town. So if you try and do town tomorrow, there's a good chance it's not going to work. No. So yeah, just build up to town, and then in a couple of weeks or so, when you're getting 0 pulls around slightly busier areas than this, then you'll be ready for it. It's always finding out what that next natural step is. Well, pleasure to meet you.
Yes, you too.
Best of luck with it. Pleasure. And keep me posted.
I will do, no worries.
Fantastic.
Thanks for your time.
All right, take care.
Okay.
Bye.
Considering how long we did the training for today, I was absolutely amazed at the progress that he's made. He's normally at least half a metre in front of you all the time, pulling with a tense lead. 100% improved. It was so much easier. I hardly had to hold the lead. He wasn't pulling at all. And if we continue like that, brilliant. Can't fault it.